And here is some asparagus. And here is where an asparagus was harvested earlier in the day. And this area has now all been planted with potatoes. And this area has now all been planted with potatoes. And this is the area in which squash and cucumbers and sunflowers and a little bit of lettuce and spinach will be planted. The robin likes looking for food on this area. And here are some wild strawberry flowers. They taste real good, not the flowers, the strawberries. However, the varmints will eat them before I do. This is part of a carrot that's left over from last year that did not get dug up. It will be eaten this year. Here are the indoor tomatoes. Probably later in the video tomorrow, there'll be outdoor tomatoes. This is part of how I deal with woodchucks. What I do is I dig a trench that's just about a shovel deep. I then put 4-foot high chicken wire in the hole. I would think it might work better with 6-foot chicken wire, but I couldn't find any. Then I fill the trench back up again with dirt. Then you just do the normal planting, and then I seal the top of the wire with just a normal piece of wire, and I weave it through the top. And here are some little purple wildflowers. The woodchucks have almost made me in some ways go to square foot gardening. Here is the basket. There is the small furrow that I'm going to put lettuce and spinach in. And here it is after it's been covered up again. Then from that stake across to the other stake and back, it's all been planted in potatoes. And the remainder I think I'll put in a row or two of corn and then pumpkins. The corn will be to protect the potatoes from the pumpkins. And this is the main area that will be planted in corn next week. And then this is the rest of the main corn area. And this is the transplant asparagus area where nothing's come up yet. And this is a small area where I planted the potatoes that were left in the ground, and you can see some of them sprouting. Not all of the indoor tomatoes were quite ready to come outside. And this is how I plant them. I put them first in these plastic trays, and I also use Miracle Grow. I put in the Miracle Grow every other week. And this is a few of the tomatoes after they've been watered. And there are the essential components of my very sophisticated irrigation system. And here are 2 tomatoes as I start to put water walls over them. I put water walls over them for 2 reasons. 1, given our location, it still could frost. And 2, the added heat gets them growing faster.